Hi, we have our new blouses on and we're back. Hi, sis. Good morning.
Good morning. I had a shower too.
Nice. I'm less whiffy than I was yesterday, so all is well. We are in a new section, lesson just before lesson 241. We have a section entitled, What is the World? What is the world?
Mm.
Jesus tells us the world is false perception. It is born of error, and it has not left its source. It will remain no longer than the thought that gave it birth is cherished. So the world is a cherished, erroneous belief. Okay, that was for me. I'm just helping myself out here.
Yeah,
When
good. It helps all of us. Me too.
yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
okay. When the thought of separation has been changed to one of true forgiveness, will the world be seen in quite another light, and one that leads to truth, where all the world must disappear and all its errors vanish. Now its source is gone and its effects are gone as well.
So its source is the guilt, the belief in sin, which produces the guilt, which then produces the fear of being punished, right?
Right.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's that guilt and fear as a result of the thought of separation that we project. And that here we go, this is the world of false perception. It's just projected thought, never actually real. What did he say in the last couple lessons that we joined on? It was like, there's nothing real in this world. Okay.
You think he
Um,
meant it?
Not one thing in this world is true. Pretty sure. Thanks, Jay. That's pretty. Yes, literal. Okay, so yes, all okay. Now the source has gone through forgiveness, and its effects are gone as well. The world was made as an attack on God. It symbolizes fear. And what is fear except love's absence?
That's all fear is. It's like darkness, right? It's like you walk into a room and it's pitch black dark. There are no windows, there's no light.
Mm-hmm.
So then when we switch that light switch on,
Mm-hmm.
what happened to the darkness?
Yeah. Yeah, vanishes instantly. So you're saying that fear and darkness are just the suggested absence of what can never be absent. God and God's love, which are infinite and eternal, are always here. So fear is just this our attempt to vanish God, to not know God's nearness and God's love. Okay.
Yeah, for me,
Thus,
sis, oh, sorry, can I just
yeah, no.
go a bit deeper with this one?
Sure.
Because for me, fear is really the absence of love in my awareness.
Right.
If love is light
Mm-hmm.
and fear is darkness, then fear is really just the absence of light in my mind. In
That's
my mind, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So
there
I've
it
made it.
can't actually be. It just means that there's right that wish for darkness
Mhm,
by a fear in my mind. It's a choice.
mhm.
Okay. I think it's really helpful that when we see that we're choosing for fear and we're believing in fear and its images, the gap,
Mhm.
that that's an attack on God. That's not anything that we want to admit. It doesn't make us warm and fuzzy. But while we believe that we are mythical me and subscribing to the ego is in itself an attack on God. It's the thought of God's absence.
It's
Okay.
the thought of love's absence.
Mm-hmm.
God is love, love is God, and we are his most beloved children. We are what he is
Right.
and nothing else.
So
We're
we're
not
really
human.
we're afraid of ourselves. We're trying to ban our own presence.
Yeah.
Okay. So he says, and what is fear except love's absence? Thus, the world was meant to be a place where God could enter not, and where his Son could be apart from him. Here was perception born, for knowledge could not cause such insane thoughts. But eyes deceive and ears hear falsely. Now mistakes become quite possible, for certainty has gone.
Right. So in the realm of knowledge, heaven, there is no perception. There is no so-called consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
right? So in the realm of knowledge, there's no need to, there's no, because of the certainty of the realm of knowledge in heaven,
Mm-hmm.
where we reside as God's beloved souls, yeah, there is no necessity to think apart from God. So there's no real choosing.
Mm-hmm.
There's only creation in that realm. And in that realm of certainty, it's very different than the realm of perception, so far that I understand anyway.
Mm-hmm.
In the realm of perception, in other words, the realm of dreaming, we've lost the certainty of the knowledge that we are God's most beloved son, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we share the mind of God, so we know with God until the separation, which means we feel like we've stepped away from our oneness with God, and we're turning around, and now we're having a perception of God and other things, God and something else, and ourselves as apart from God. That's this idea of perception. But when we relinquish mythical me and turn around and take our rightful place as the transparency for the movement of God, God's thoughts being ours, our activities are all at the impulse of God, there's no commentator. There's no one that can turn around and have a dialogue with. We are just the immediate expression of God. That's how I reason out the difference between perception and knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very helpful.
Yeah, sometimes. Okay. Trying to be truly helpful, guys. All right. The mechanisms of illusion, he's referring to those physical senses, right? The deceiving eyes and the falsely hearing ears, and doubt. The mechanisms of illusion have been born instead, and now they go to find what has been given them to seek. So we send our senses out to find images of fear, right? We don't want to remember love. So their aim is to fulfill the purpose which the world was made to witness and make real. They see in its illusions but a solid base where truth exists, upheld apart from lies. Yet everything which they report is but illusion, is only illusion, which is kept apart from truth. As sight was made to lead away from truth, it can be redirected. Sounds become the call of God, and all perception can be given a new purpose by the one whom God appointed Savior to the world.
Holy Spirit, right?
Follow his light and see the world as he beholds it. Hear his voice alone in all that speaks to you, and let him give you peace and certainty, which you have thrown away, but heaven has preserved for you in him. So that's the repurposing the body and its physical senses and allowing it to be under his guidance. Let us not rest content until the world has joined our changed perception. Let us not be satisfied until forgiveness has been made complete. And let us not attempt to change our function. We must save the world. Say that one again. We must save the world. For we who made it must behold it through the eyes of Christ. that what was made to die can be restored to everlasting life. That reminds me of that lesson Sis and I just randomly flipped open to a workbook, and it's something in the text, and I opened right up to the workbook lesson number 70, and it's like something about only salvation can come through me, or my salvation comes through me. He's saying, we must save the world. We made the world to experience fear and its imagery. So it is us in a desire and a concerted choice to undo it. It's not just going to go away. Somebody else isn't going to do it for us. It's up to us. Okay.
Oh,
So
so
when we
where
no
are we?
longer cherish it.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you. Do you want to go right into lesson 241? Shall I read that, or do you feel to read it?
sure. You can read it. Lesson 241. Yep.
Okay. This holy instant is salvation come. This holy instant is salvation come. What joy there is today! Exclamation point. It is a time of special celebration, for today holds out the instant to the darkened world where its release is set. The day has come when sorrows pass away and pain is gone. Hallelujah. The glory of salvation dawns today upon a world set free. This is the time of hope for countless millions. They will be united now as you forgive them all. For I will be forgiven by you today. I had a question in my mind again about when he says, for I will be forgiven by you today, but I'm recognizing that he is every brother. And as we forgive our brothers, if we hold anything against our brothers, we really do hold it against him. We wouldn't ever confess to that, but that's the truth because there's just one son. So here we are in this prayer. We have forgiven one another now, and so we come at last to you again. Father, your Son, who never left, returns to heaven and his home. How glad are we to have our sanity restored to us and to remember that we all are one. And again, he has said many times throughout the course that the kingdom of heaven is the recognition or the remembrance of the atonement or union, oneness, that we are one with every brother in all of creation. How glad are we to have our sanity restored to us and remember that we all are one. There's the holy instant.
Yep. This holy instant is salvation come. And he says, the first line in the lesson says, after this is what joy there is today. It is a time of special celebration. Yeah, I've got a couple of notes here that I'd like to share
Right.
as a reminder that might help to funnel our awareness into the acceptance and the receiving of what he's pointing to here, because the ego will defend this. I mean, not defend it, but resist and reject this outright. Yeah. So in his resurrection and ascension, Jesus sealed the atonement for all of us. Like he did it already. He sealed it already. And so what does that mean? It means that he actually overcame the entire dream of separation, all time, all space. He did it for us. But what the ego won't usually allow in
Mhm.
is the fact that while he did it, we were there with him.
That's it. That's all that's left for us to do is to accept that we are the Christ.
Right. So we actually were there with him. We shared that overcoming of um, the dream of death. We did it, right?
Mhm.
So all that the holy instant restores to us, which is everything, if we want it, if we're ready for it, um, is to receive, accept, and receive it. Yeah, that's it. That's the big thing. That's the thing the ego won't do. It it will not accept the atonement. It's already done, and receive it. It's already done. Okay, because in that moment, in that holy instant, when we really accept and receive it, the ego ceases to exist.
Right.
It's game over in that moment, and until we take it back up again in our awareness, in our belief. Right?
And that's because he says the ego is a striving machine. And while we say, oh, it's done, it's already been overcome and surmounted, think about what physical sense is providing to our mind constantly. And that's that 1% doubt. Oh, well, we either say, well, yeah, good for Jesus, but that was Jesus, and now look at me. The only reason you have a sense of yourself as a part, being a different being than Jesus Christ, is based on your physical sense testimony and this idea that you're mythical me, right? And it's history. So it has been done, it's all overcome, death has been overturned, and what's left is, can you accept and receive that what you are is not mythical me, but that you are Christ?
Yeah.
Accepting and receiving that the Christ is your true identity places you with the victory and the dominion that it has been done. And so, yeah, what can an ego do? It can't claim your identity, and there's nothing left to do because it's all been done. Game over, right? You can feel that? Yeah.
And that's in that holy instant, which is available every single moment, regardless of what the physical senses are reporting to us. It's available to receive it, to receive our absolute sinlessness in that moment. That's our immunity to everything we made through the ego to separate and attack. Just accept it. It's done. We're accepting our true identity in that holy instant, and nothing but our true identity.
Thank you.
Mm.
And it's just becoming so clear that anything that would pull us off of standing there, what you just gave us, this is only an illusion.
Yeah, yeah. And that's where it really does dawn on us then that there is no hierarchy of illusions. They're all equally untrue. And so then the mind and the heart open to the possibility
Mm-hmm.
that the first miracle principle that Jesus teaches is wholly true. There is no order of difficulty in miracles. We could receive the whole shebang in any one holy instant
That's right.
that we ditch our defenses to it.
Yeah. And the simplicity of, there's no, not just that there's no hierarchy, in illusions, um, no order of difficulty,
Yeah.
that there's just one problem, just this mistake that you thought you were this body.
Mhm.
You know, but you're at home in God, and your name is the Christ, and the Christ has already done it.
He's already done it. Game over, right?
So this is the defense against the simplicity of accepting what has already been done on your behalf. That's what all this is about. Just
That's it. That's it.
oh boy. Okay. Thank you.
So when I woke up this morning, I got to share this, all right?
Yeah.
And I have these little mantras that come in. They're one-liners, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I often wake up in the morning hearing them. And as I become more lucid, I realize that the mantra is very powerful. It's something that I really do need to implement
Mm-hmm.
now. And it usually stays with me for a month or so, often, till it anchors itself in my being.
Mm-hmm.
So I got one this morning,
Oh goody.
and
What is it?
that one was, I want to be wrong,
Yeah.
right? It starts off with, I want to be wrong about my belief that I am a body.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be wrong about my belief that I am a body. I want to be wrong.
Thank you.
Yes, that one single line
Yeah.
can bring about, if we're sincere, can bring about a reality reversal and reverse the belief very quickly that we are a body, particularly whenever we're triggered. As soon as we're triggered, the only reason we could be triggered is because we have mistakenly believed that we are a body.
That's it. That's the only problem we have. Anything after that one is just icing on a really foul cake. Yeah. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Wow. Today, this holy instant is salvation come. Thank you. Thanks, family. Thanks for joining on this. What is the world? And lesson 241. Thank you, sis, for your
Yeah,
help with that.
yeah, that was good. Thank you very much.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.